Very much. Dr. Aksu. So during this 1 hour of enlightenment, I guess and I think that many of you have learned many things that you haven't thought about previously. And when we see science talks and shows the oneness of God, the creation itself, and it says that the existence without the Creator, without the one who plants, is impossible. So the things cannot exist and they cannot work out the things by themselves without being controlled or without being guided. And the message that I think Mr. Aksu also at the end passed was that contemplation, which is many of you I think know, tafakkur, which means deep thinking or thinking deeply, is very important. When you contemplate about the things, when you try to realize how the things work out in the universe, inside your body and around you, you better start to appreciate the light that is given to you. You start to think about the reason of your existence and how you should spend this precious life, those precious moments, before everyone leaves this world. I again want to thank Mr. Aksu for his wonderful presentation. And here is the Q&A section, question and answer section. If some of the students are willing to ask the questions, if they have some questions in their mind that they cannot come up with the answers to, you may ask those questions or you may write them on the pieces of paper. So I think it was an interesting presentation, but there might be some of the points that you might not have understood. You don't have to be very shy or reserved. Okay, maybe one question that may come to you is, if the universe was created, if there was Big Bang, so what is going to be in the end? The answer will be very simple. The one thing that has the beginning has the ending, right? Everything maybe will turn to nothing, but we don't know. This is one of the questions that come to my mind. What about the other audience? Yes, please. 506 megapixels.
What is Big Bang?
Excuse me, what the question was?
What is Big Bang?
What is the Big Bang?
Well, what is Big Bang? Imagine any explosion. That explosion is that we cannot imagine because there is no mass. It is just a point that there is no mass. in it. But Allah exploded, and in that point, all the universe formed. That means that it's an explosion that now science says that million times in a second that has to be arranged. It's a calculation that we cannot even imagine that it's balanced, how it's exploded. But after that explosion, you came out. Because in that explosion, you are arranged. After that explosion, that wood came out. It's arranged. Everything is arranged in that explosion. And we have everything now. We have glass, for example. If there won't be any glass, how can we have aeroplanes? How can we have cars? How can we have houses that can see outside? In that explosion, there was glass. There was iron, for example. It's arranged like this. Whatever we need, after that explosion, it's given to us. Whatever we need. Food, it came out from that. Sea, water, it came out. And every matter is doing its job. None of them says that I won't do that. For example, water, if you put this one into the ocean, it will go down, right? But if you put this skull on it, it's swimming there. Even 100 times bigger than the skull, there are ships. They are swimming there. Because Allah says to that water to do that. This is air, for example. Even it's not holding this thing. When I leave it, it's falling down. But this air is carrying this apartment in the sky. This air. You know those aeroplanes. How huge they are, you know them. But this air is carrying it there, up in the sky. 10 kilometers away from here. They are just hanging there. It's like a big apartment, big building, just there. Because Allah says to this air to carry that aeroplane for us to travel easily. They are all in Big Bang. You see how balanced explosion is it? And whatever we want, it's here. It's because of Allah's compassion to us. Another question? I think you understand everything so that there's no question left. Or you don't understand anything.